How did mummification work in ancient Egypt? Imagine a process so detailed and sacred that it became a cornerstone of Egyptian culture and religion. Mummification was more than just preserving a body. It was about ensuring the soul's journey into the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that for the soul, known as the Ka, to live on after death, the physical body had to stay intact and recognizable. This belief led to elaborate rituals primarily for the wealthy, especially pharaohs, whose tombs became sacred sites and places of pilgrimage. The process started right after death with washing the body using water from the Nile River, which was considered pure and cleansing. Priests, often wearing masks of the jackal-headed god Anubis, performed the embalming rites. The first major step was removing the internal organs, which would decompose quickly. The brain was taken out through the nostrils with a hooked instrument and discarded because it was not seen as important for the afterlife. A cut was made on the left side of the abdomen to remove the stomach, intestines, lungs, and liver. These organs were carefully dried and stored in special containers called canopic jars. Each jar was protected by one of the 4 sons of Horus, divine guardians symbolizing protection. The heart was left inside the body because it was believed to be the seat of intelligence and the key to judgment in the afterlife. Next, the body was covered in natron, a natural salt from the desert that dried out the tissues and prevented decay. This drying process lasted about 40 days, with the natron being replaced periodically. After drying, the body was washed again with Nile water and rubbed with fragrant oils and spices to keep the skin supple and mask odors. To make the body look lifelike, embalmers stuffed sunken areas with linen, sawdust, or other materials. Sometimes they added false eyes and painted the face for a more natural appearance. The entire body was then wrapped in many layers of linen bandages soaked with resin, which acted as glue and protection. Between the layers, amulets and charms were placed to provide magical protection and help the soul on its journey. Once wrapped, the mummy was placed in a decorated coffin or sarcophagus, often with intricate carvings and symbols. The coffin was then put into a burial chamber within a tomb or pyramid, which served as a sacred resting place and a site for pilgrims. In the end, mummification was a mix of practical preservation and deep religious symbolism. It reflected the ancient Egyptians' strong beliefs in the afterlife and the importance of protecting the body and soul for eternity. Their tombs and sacred sites stand as lasting monuments to these ancient rituals and legends.